Interview after interview. My PhD was finished in 92 and up to 98 I was not able to get a permanent job. So that was again a testing period. So I was keep giving interviews. Finally you have to decide that how to chart your destiny. So I filed my immigration to Canada and look at the destiny. लहरों से डरकर नौका कभी पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. This proverb is coming from Sri Vraj Rabadia's one of the favorite poem in India. Each word is part of my life journey, and today I am going to share some of the relevant example of my life about resilience. Hi, my name is Vraj Rabadia and I am work as a head of the discovery department in a pharmaceutical company called Chiesi in Canada. Resilience is a simple word, but it puts a lot of emphasis on progress. Success is not a destination, success actually is a journey. A simple boy from Saurashtra village from Goladhar, Vaju Rabadia, who can think, at least I was not thinking that I will be there in Toronto heading a discovery group. So I am going to, in next few minutes, I am going to give 3 examples of my life and how resilience helped me to get where I am today. I was a simple student from a farming family, going to farm after the school every day, and I was a topper till grade 10. So in my village there was no high school. We were going to a nearby village called Majhevdi, and grade 7, 8, 9 and 10 I was a topper, and my journey started in grade 12. I was failed in mathematics in 1982 once, again after 6 months I failed twice, and again failed in 1983 thrice. That was actually a very good learning period for my life. When you are in village, everybody know everybody and everybody stick their finger in someone's business. So time was so tough that to go into farm, I was taking a back road, so not to pass from the main street where people will ask, Vaju bhai, શું થયું? કેમ fail થઈ ગયા? But it was tough period. I passed. I went into my BSc program at Bowdoin Science College and I stood university first in BSc in 1987. I went for my master's program at Saurashtra University in Biosciences department in 1987 to 89 and I was university topper. So it's a journey I will definitely remember, and I am actually advisor at University of Toronto, and they asked me a question that what makes you so resilient? And I always remember this proverb coming out of Vraj Rabadia, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. So I will give you a second example. I did my PhD, fantastic. After PhD, you know, in Saurashtra and specifically western part of India, it's very difficult to get job if you are not well connected. I hope I was intelligent enough to get my PhD, and I think I was very good academician as well. And I wanted to be teacher. In my class, I had only 9 colleagues in master's and PhD program. Out of 9, 7 were out of country, Australia, USA, France, etc. And I decided to stay here in India to do something meaningful. But I was not well placed in terms of link and reservations and politics, etc. Interview after interview. My PhD was finished in 92 and up to 98 I was not able to get a permanent job. So that was again a testing period. So I was keep giving interviews. Finally you have to decide that how to chart your destiny. So I filed my immigration to Canada and look at the destiny. After filing, I came back from Ahmedabad to Rajkot, and next day I got interview call at Christ College, which was supposed to start in Rajkot by a trust from the Christian trust. So I was recruited as head of the department in biology in year 1998. Now your dilemma starts, whether you want to stay in India or you want to embark on new challenges. So this is my next learning. When God offers the opportunity, don't hang on to the tree you have. If monkey hang on to one tree and not jump to other tree, you will not the success you dream for. So I decided to leave my job as head of the department. I had 10 professors working under me. I went to Canada in 2000. Now arriving in Canada, immigration is a process which has its own challenges. If you transplant a small tree from one place to another place, you can easily transplant and tree grows nicely. But a bigger tree, a boy of 35-year-old, when you uproot, there is always some development of ego, knowledge, connections. Rabadia sir, right, head of the department. Now you have to drop those egos. And I went to Canada. Initially, I could not find any academic job. I was thinking that I will be professor and I will be teaching biochemistry in Department of Physiology and Biochemistry at University of Toronto. Nothing that sort happened. I was cutting tabletops with some machines for 6 months with headphones and everything on. So that was my second learning journey, that no difficulty should break you. You have to have self-belief. And then I went to the program which was starting very first time in University of Toronto. By the way, University of Toronto is number 19 in global rating. So it is a good, decent university in global top rating. So I was lucky enough to get into Masters in Biotech program. So we had one so-called President's Day. So university president invites TV people and other thing. And we were only 20 students in that Masters program. And so at that time I remember Canadian Broadcasting Corporation lady. Her name was Wendy Misley. She came and she started taking interview of students, and she grabbed me in one corner and said, "Hey, you have PhD from Saurashtra University. Why are you doing masters?" My answer was very simple. I said, "Is there any law that after PhD you should not go to masters? Or you think that my PhD degree is not enough?" Both answers are wrong. I wanted to do biotechnologies. I wanted to learn something new, and for learning something new, there is no age bar. And I am telling you with all sincerity, when I retire, I will do another program when my 2 daughters are settled. So learning to me is a lifetime journey, and this is again an essence of endurance. So I went to that program, and I was lucky enough to have 15-year younger classmates, right, very young, very dynamic, and their energy, their intellect level challenges you even if you are a PhD in certain field. But if they were working 8 hours, I was working 18 hours in the library. So whenever we have big seminar or presentation, they were usually hiding behind me when question answer period comes. So that's the part of hard work. Hard work is also integrated part. Just dreaming is not enough, action is also required. So after that program, I was fortunate enough to be valedictorian in that university after president's talk. But now, interesting story starts. That is my third learning. After the program, I was recruited as a co-op student in one of the pioneer hybrid company in Georgetown in Ontario. My boss was a Chinese boss. His name is Yongping. So if Yongping finds this video in YouTube, I want to say thank you for giving me a hard time. He was not only a hard supervisor, but he was kind of a racial as well. So he never liked any Indian students, and I worked under him 8 months to complete my program. But this old story is gone. But after that, I joined a company called Apotex as a junior co-op student, and I was there for 18 years, climbing to the discovery department's head. And I still feel I am a student. So that's the journey. In these 3 examples, what I said is, if you have resilience, if you have perseverance, if you stick to your basics, you never give up. If you have self-belief, you will eventually get there. And that's why कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. So in keywords, if you want to success in your life, there are simple mantras. They are not just words. That words actually I have seen in my life in every single moments of success and every single moments of failure. So whenever failure comes in the life, you always remember failure offers lot of opportunity for learning. Whenever you have a change in life, such as I moved to Canada, right, I have to drop my professor and head title and become and start from zero. That was a learning, because you crush your egos. Sir. Nobody care about who you were, head of the department in Christ College. You start from zero, but you build on incremental efforts. It's not a J-shaped curve in the stock market, but it's incremental. You slowly work and you address issues. So you always treat change as an opportunity. Whenever some difficult change comes, you take that change as opportunity. And I have learned this kind of basic lessons, not from the sky, but from my teachers, Professor Y.D. Singh, who passed away last week, from my mentors such as Gopal Bhai Kirsaria. Right? He started his business from a single piece of computer to build a sizable empire. So whenever you have learning opportunity from your surroundings, your mentors, your parents, take it. So self-belief, resilience, hard work and perseverance. These are the 4 key mantras I think help me to get where I am. But again, with all humility and humble request, this is not the destination. This is a journey. Thank you so much.